I guess just how's the transition to Rutgers been, and kind of what are your impressions of your position group so far?
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. It was kind of hitting the ground running and figuring out things on the fly. But it's been great. The kids have been great. The staff's been great. Coach Shiano's been great. Close to home. So I love everything about being back. And like I said, the kids have done a great job. So it's been fun to come to work every day.
Got two really productive, experienced defensive ends leading the way. You just talk about Wesley Bailey and Aaron Lewis.
Yeah, two guys that play a lot of football here. 1,000+ snaps in the Big Ten. They come in with a ton of experience, with knowledge, and the thing I like most about those guys is they're just eager to learn more. The question or the thing I always challenge older guys about is, how much more can you learn when you know it all? They played in the system, they know the problems, they know what to do. How much more can they learn? And they've come in just wanting to get better, wanting to learn. So it's been great to work with those guys. They've been awesome.
You and Coach Farrell, the last few years been working as conference rivals in the MAC. Now you're on the same staff working with defensive linemen, defensive ends. What's that whole experience been like?
It's been awesome. I have a ton of respect for what Coach Farrell did at Kent State. Obviously they got the upper hand on us a couple of times at BG when I was there. We won the last game, but I got a ton of respect for him as a coach. I think with us, it's a divide and conquer. Obviously, we ask sometimes our E's and R's to do some unique things, but I think the ability to have 4 eyes on our guys versus 2 is a huge positive for our guys. So it's been great. We have great continuity. We speak the same language. We think the same thing. So I've really enjoyed our time together.
Hey, you just sort of touched on it a little bit. I imagine it's not all the time in every staff where you've got 2 coaches focused on the line and you get to focus on the defensive ends. What does that allow you to do in terms of working with some of the veterans at that position?
Yeah, I think it just allows me to narrow my focus down. In football, you kind of see it more, but, the D ends and the D tackles are just 2 different positions. And when you coach all 4, you got to kind of work and manage that, doing things specific for those guys and specific for the interior guys. So it just kind of narrows my focus, allows me really to drill what they're going to see in their world. It's different than what a 3 technique or a 2-eye or a 0 nose might see. So just narrow my focus, allow just individual time to those guys and allow them to get better.
Aaron Lewis and Wesley Bailey get a lot of the attention, obviously.
Yeah.
They're veteran guys. Have you seen any younger guys behind them, whether that's in practice or in the scrimmages, that kind of popped out to you?
Yeah, I think the good thing is there's been a lot of guys who, maybe have been under the radar, haven't played a lot, that have really impressed me. I would say everyone in my whole room, Jordan Thompson, Jordan Walker, David, they've all done a great job. Again, taking coaching, and they've really made a ton of strides this spring. So, the more guys we can get ready to play and help us this fall, the better.
Early in your career, you participated in the Bill Walsh Fellowship.
Yeah.
How was that impactful in kind of your coaching experience, and how did you get involved with that?
Yeah, it's huge. Lucky just people I met in the business or worked with, new people in those 2 places, and just had an opportunity to go internship there, and it was eye-opening. Seeing the best in the world at what they do, how they coach, how they prepare, how they teach their guys, and then being able to implement those teachings or sound bites or something that they use and bring it to my guys, I think gives them a huge advantage. So it was awesome. 2 great organizations, great people. So it's really helped me grow as a coach.
Just what specifically do you want Aaron Lewis focusing on this offseason as he kind of looks to take another step going into 2024 and kind of build on what he's already done?
Yeah, just continue to chop, right? Just continue to do the little things well. I don't think there's no secret sauce to be a great defensive lineman. It's just showing up every day, chopping your job, working your butt off, and the results are going to come. So we're not chasing everything. We're just going to show up, work every day, and the results will take care of themselves.
Last year, a lot of pressure. Defensive ends got to the quarterback. Maybe the sack numbers weren't there. What's your impression of what your group needs to do this season?
Yeah, sacks sometimes are a thing of luck, right? A quarterback holds the ball or something happens, and it's a luck thing. But again, I think just continue to do little things, right? It's about missing. It's about, like I tell them, how you miss, not necessarily how you're getting your sack. So I think just, again, teaching them the fundamentals, teaching them that it's a process. It's not, you're not going to go out and win every single rush. Just keep chopping and keep working your moves, and eventually it's going to happen. All we need is to get them down once.
Working with a defensive coordinator like Joe Harris-Simiak, who loves to bring the energy, how do you try to do that every day so far early on in your Rutgers career?
Yeah, I mean, he's elite. He's elite at what he does. Everything he does is the best. So I kind of just match him. You know, he sets the tone defensively as a defensive staff of the expectations, and he makes it really easy to just fall in line and do that. So he's awesome. I mean, he brings it every day, and he makes it easy for us.
What are you hoping to get out of the spring game with your guys?
Yeah, I mean, just continue to improve. Like, you know, I just want to see guys continue to get better, apply the techniques that we've been teaching, using in more of a game-like setting. But again, just doing the things that we ask them to do. Nothing more, nothing less.
Time for two more.
Can you just take us through the process of how you got here, from when they reached out, and ultimately why you decided Rutgers was the spot for you to take that next step in your career?
Yeah, obviously, you know, what happened with Coach Keese last year was very sad, and you know, I didn't know Coach Keese. I met him when I got here a couple of times, but just hearing from everybody in the building about the type of dude he is, he was a great person and someone obviously we're still thinking about and praying for. But you know, when I heard about this opportunity, to me it was a no-brainer to come back closer to home, to be in my opinion, the best conference in college football and work for a guy like Coach Schiano and Coach Harris-Simiak and this staff. You know, I ended up trying to run here as fast as I could. So. It's been great. I'm fortunate enough to be able to get an opportunity to be here and work with these kids and the staff.
You mentioned Jordan Thompson before as someone who's kind of showing and progressing. What does he need to do from going flashing to consistently being able to be an impact there?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the answer is in the question. Just be consistent. Again, there's no secret sauce. It's just doing the little things consistently every single time. And again, I think the results will take care of itself. And I think he's been doing that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Yep. Thank you.